Hello, hi, lovely to see you. Lovely sunny morning again, a little bit chillier now, but still a gorgeous morning. I've just given Muppet a treat, so we've been sort of fiddling around trying to get everything started, and she definitely thinks that it's time that she's going to get a few treats, so we better just put her this way so she can see you all. Oh look, yes, we're starting again on our exercises, Muppet. So, hello from Muppet. She's doing really well. Her hair's growing, as you can see. She's a very hairy dog, aren't you? Because normally you get groomed and you get all this hair taken off, but very hairy. So I hope everybody's ready for a few exercises. Muppet's rearing to go, and hopefully we'll do Muppet. Wait, we're going to do. In a minute, just play with your ball. Play with your ball. We're going to do mostly standing exercises. But we're going to do our usual warm-ups, main exercises, which are going to be standing and then sit down. So if we are still going to use some tins, maybe some loo rolls, so we have those to hand, and let's get going. I hope you're all well. I hope you were able to commemorate VE Day. That was a beautiful day too, wasn't it? And I hope that you're all keeping really well. Okay, so I think before we start, I'm getting very hairy too. Shall we give you a little treat, Muppet, before we start and get your balls? Yeah, maybe. Let's do that. Okay, so let's do her little trick. Come on, Muppet, you face this way so everybody can see. Okay, so paw, paw, paw. Good girl. I want an only trick. We still haven't got any more. Right, so we're going to move the cat. She obviously thinks that it's a good thing to do. She can sit on that. Cats don't like being moved, but never mind. This is a different cat. This one's not Mittens from last week. This is our other cat, Marble. So she's usually quite shy, so it's quite amazing that she's come here to be with us. So I don't think she'll stay very long, but anyway. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall and straight. So feet hip width apart, sitting on the edge of the chair. Okay, and just checking your back's nice and tall and your shoulders are down. Okay, and let's start. So let's look towards our right or our left. Turning our head and then looking forwards and turning the other way and looking forwards and turning the other way and forwards and turning the other way and forwards. And let's just move our head to the side. So putting one hand on the opposite shoulder that you're going to turn your head. So just bringing it down, just really just trying to get a little stretch down the side of the neck. It doesn't really matter how far you go. Just trying to get a nice little stretch and bringing your head up. Changing over so you've got your hand on the other shoulder and bringing your neck down. And slowly up. And then the other way. And neck down. And up. And the other way. Neck down and up. And we're just going to roll those shoulders back. So just opening up the shoulders. So really roll those shoulders. And then we're going to roll forwards. So bringing it forwards. That's it. And just opening out. Lovely. And then we're just going to swing our arms. Of course, I've got the arms of my chair, so I've got to bring my arms a little bit wider than I normally do. Okay, so now I'm going to bring my arms out and I'm going to bring that rope in. So pretend you've got a rope and you're bringing it in. So stretching out each side, forwards. Okay, our rope's going to move and we're going to bring the rope from up high. So just stretching up, pulling that rope down, up high, and pulling that rope down. I think I've got a cat behind me, peeking out. And I'm going to now bring something from up. So just between our legs, spread your legs out a little bit, and we're just going to pretend we're bringing something up, reaching down, pulling it up. So just making a fist of your hand as you bring it up, so you're using all those muscles, and bringing it up. Lovely. Okay, so now just roll the shoulders, shake the arms. Lovely. Okay, so now we're going to put our hands behind our back and we're going to stretch up and just increase that stretch, open up the chest, head slightly up, and just elongate that back. And then slump down. And again, elongating that back. And slump down. And one more. Really give your back a really good stretch. Up we go. And down. Okay, so now we're going to put our hands across our chest and we're just going to look around over our shoulders. So we're giving ourselves a little twist. So twisting round and then to the front. And twisting round and back to the front. And twisting the other way. And back to the front. And twisting round. And back to the one. One more twist. And over we go. Very important, this twisting, to be able to put your safety belt on, to be able to turn around if someone's calling. And this is where we sometimes get a little bit stiff. And back to the front. Okay, so now we're going to bring our toes up. We're just going to loosen our legs a little bit. And up. And onto our toes. And again. And again. And one more. And again. Now we're going to bring our feet slightly out and we're going to bring our toes up and onto our heels. And down. And toes up and onto our heels. And again. You need to get your ball, Muppet. Where's your ball? Go get your ball. I'll have to get it for you. So keep going with your toes. And now we're going to hold onto one side on our knee and we're just going to rotate our ankle. So we don't want to move our knee, we want to rotate our ankle. So we're just going to rotate round one way and rotate round the other way. And bringing it down and just swapping leg. And we're going to rotate round one way and round the other. You getting a bit warmer, Muppet? I'm getting a bit warmer. I think we better open those sash windows. I reckon we do. So let's open those sash windows, let a bit of fresh air in. So bringing our hands together, we're going to go up and along, grab onto our sash windows, pull it down, let that fresh air in. Together and up and along. Grab onto those sash windows and pull it down. Oh, lovely, lovely fresh air. And together and up and along. Grab onto those sash windows and pull it down. Ooh, a little bit of fresh air, Muppet. Shall we get your balls? You look like you need your balls. Let's put them over here. That's it. Ooh, there we go. Bring them over here. That's it. Right, okay. You've got a few balls, haven't you? There we go. Do your little tricks, a bit of football. A little bit of football. Okay, so we should be a little bit more warmed up. I think it's time to go for our little walk. So let's get going. We need to do a little bit of marching. We're going to go over to see the cows again, just check they're all okay. They're not out in the fields quite yet. Some of them are, but some of them aren't. End of May, I think they're going to be going out in the fields and eating the grass, which would be a lovely day for them. So let's go and just check them out. Let's cross the yard. So just a little bit of walking, moving those arms. Starting to get our heartbeat up a little bit, a little bit of cardio. Okay, so we want to walk a little bit faster. It's a bit of a cool wind, so we're feeling a bit cool, so let's just walk a little bit faster. Moving those arms. Okay, so we're getting to a gate, so we're going to stop, open the gate, and then close the gate behind us. A little bit more walking. We're going to check out those cows and the calves. And there's quite a few calves. There's another one due in June, so that's really nice. So let's just check over some of the cows. So let's just bring our hand across and bring our hand across, looking lovely. Okay, and let's pick up some hay. So let's get some hay and pop it over into the hay bale for the cows. That's it. so they can have something to eat. I think I've called it the wrong thing actually, the hay bale. So let's go around this way. Not quite sure what that thing is that you put it in when they're going to eat it. But anyway, let's bring that up and the other way. So we're doing a nice smooth movement at the waist, bringing that hay over. Brilliant. Okay, let's just check a few more of the cows. Just check they're looking good. So a nice smooth movement with your hands. Lovely. Okay, so let's just give a little walk around the yard, just check they're all okay. And we're just going to check that we can see them all. So let's just stop a minute, check we can see them all. So we're going to look towards the right, really twist round, and the other way to check they're all okay. And we can see them all. Yeah, definitely can see them all. They're looking good. And let's just do a last little walk around. Oh, and it's just starting to drizzle. So we're going to quickly open the gate and close the gate and do a little sprint to have a nice cup of tea to warm up. Oh, woo. Excellent. So nice little sprint. Right, so let's have a cup of tea, pint, whatever's nice to have. So good, so we should feel a little bit warmed up and ready to get ourselves up. So we're going to go now to standing. So we need to be at the front of the chair, okay, and as you know from all the other times we've done it, we need to be in front of the chair, and you can use whichever technique you want to get yourself up. So I'm going to put my hands across my chest to get myself up. I'm just going to check that my feet are hip width apart, slightly tucked under my knee, and checking that I really push my bottom out and bring my head forward. Okay, so off we go. 1, 2, 3, leaning forward, bottom out, and bringing myself up. And then feeling for the back of the chair, and then pushing my bottom out, and coming down. The dog's thinking, what are we doing? And bringing ourselves forward. And again. So bringing myself forwards, pushing my bottom out, and bringing myself up. And then feeling for the back of the chair, and pushing my bottom out, and bringing myself down. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult this time. So this time we're just going to come up just a little bit. So this is really working your legs, okay? So what we're going to do is, rather than get up fully, we're going to just go up a little bit. So we're just going to bring ourselves forward, lift our bottom, and bring ourselves down. Now if that's too difficult and you've got a chair with some arms, you can bring yourself up and then bring yourself down. So that's really working your legs, okay? And then we're going to come up a little bit higher. So if you can, then bring your arms across your chest and bring yourself up a little bit more this time, and then bring yourself down. Or if you're using the arms of the chair, bring yourself up a little bit more and bring yourself down. Okay, one more. So we're going to go a little bit higher this time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and not quite standing, and then bringing ourselves down. Okay, so we're going to go and do that once more. Okay, so the first time you're just bringing yourself up an inch, the second time like 4 inches, and the next time about this much. So you're not actually standing, but you're actually using those legs, okay? So off we go, just an inch this time off the chair. 1, 2, 3, bring yourself up an inch, hold, and bringing yourself down. This time about 4 inches, bringing yourself up, hold, and down again. And now quite a bit, bringing yourself up, and hold, and bringing yourself down again. Okay, so let's do it the last time. So this time we're going to bring ourselves fully up, okay? After 3, 1, 2, 3, leaning forwards, bringing ourselves up to standing. Okay, so as you can see, you can do quite a lot with just getting up and down off the chair and making it a little bit harder. And hopefully if you've been practicing over the weeks, getting up and down from the chair, you should have strengthened your legs a little bit so that you can do those exercises, just lifting your bottom up an inch, lifting your bottom up 4 inches and a little bit more. And that's really great strengthening for your legs to be getting up on and off a chair, which is really good. So give it a bit of practice this week. You know, look as though you're getting off a chair, then not getting off a chair, and just give it a go. Okay, so we're doing a little bit more standing today. So we're going to start off with our toes going up. Okay, so we're standing in front of a chair. Check you've got a nice firm support for your balance, all right? So you've got something nice firm to hold on to. And we're going to go up onto our toes. So off we go, up onto our toes, and down, and 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 up onto our toes, and down. Okay, just move your feet so nobody's going to get any cramp. And we're going to go up onto our heels. So bringing your toes up and up onto your heels, and down, 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 and a little foot tap. And we're going to do the same again. So we're going to go up onto our toes again, and down, and onto our toes again, and down, and up onto your toes again, and down. 2 more, and up, and down, and up, and down. And a little march. Keep those calves moving, and let's go onto our heels. So bring those toes up. I think now the camera can't actually see what I'm doing, but hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing with the dog in the way. She's patiently waiting for another treat. So bring those toes up and onto your heels, and down, and up onto those heels, and down, and 1 more, up onto your heels, and down. Let's do a little march there. Okay, so now we're going to work our legs. So we're going to bring our leg to the side. So I'm going to do this sort of facing this way so you can see. So oh, sorry, Muppet. Oh, I trod on your toe then. So what we want to do is we want to bring our leg to the side. So we don't want to lean as we go like this. We want to stay as straight as we can. So try and be as straight as possible and bring it out to the side. So just check that you've got a nice firm base, feet hip width apart. Bring your one leg up, and so you're starting to bring all the weight onto the other leg and getting your balance. And once you've got your balance, you can bring that leg out to the side and back, and out to the side, and back, and out to the side, and back, and out to the side, and back, and 1 more, out to the side, and back. And just move your feet a little bit. I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to kick you, so that's not going to be any good. You're going to have to go on this side. That's it, move round, and over to the other side. So let's do that. So over to the other side. So bring your foot up so you get your balance onto your other leg. And when you've got your balance there, bring that leg out to the side, and back, and out to the side, and back, out to the side, and back, out to the side, and back, and out to the side, and back. And then just move those legs a little bit. Okay, so we're now going to bend at the knee. So we're going to, again, we're going to put our balance onto one side, okay? So lift up one of your legs a little bit, get that balance onto one side, and then we're going to bend the knee, and down, and bend the knee, and down. So you're bringing your heel up towards your bottom, and bend, and down, and bend, and down. And a little foot pump. And then we're transferring the weight to the other side, bringing that foot, heel up and ready to bend the knee, bringing that heel to the bottom and down, heel to the bottom and down, and again, and down. 2 more, and up, and down, and up, and down. Oh, that's great. Okay, so let's move the chair this way so we can, we're going round and round, aren't we, Muppet? Okay, so this time we're going to swing our leg. So we just need some support on one side. So we want to bring the leg up that's away from the support. And when you're ready, we're going to swing that leg. So we're going to just give it a good old swing. Now, if swinging that leg's difficult, we can point forwards and point backwards. Point forwards and point backwards. But if you can swing the leg, give it a good old swing. That feels nice. Nice swing. This is great for your balance. Okay, and then bringing it down. Just get your balance back. Okay, we're going to carry on working that leg. Let's move that a little bit to one side. We're going to bring the leg out to the side now. Okay, so we're going to bring that leg up. Just get your weight on the other side. And we're going to straighten that leg and we're going to go out. Oh, well, we've done that one, haven't we? Done that. We want to go back, don't we? We want to go back and back. So the thing to do is not to be leaning forward as we do this. So we don't want that. We want you to stay nice and straight and just move the leg back. Okay, so you should be feeling that bottom working nice and strongly. And 2 more. 1 and 2. And then we'll just do a little swing just to loosen that off. So that's working both legs really, because obviously the balance, we're still using that hip. So we're going to go to the other side. Muppet, you definitely think you need a little treat now, don't you? A little rest as well. There we go. Oh, actually, maybe I'll make you sit down. That's it. Sit. Paw. Paw. Give me your paw. That's it. Well done. There you go. Right. Okay, so over to the other side. Okay, and we're going to swing that leg. Okay, so you're swinging the leg that's away from your support. So give it a good old swing. And again, if you can't do that, just point forwards and point backwards. I think this is when I kick the dog. We don't want that. So let's just move you out of the way. And we're just going to swing that leg. Okay, so now we want to do the same. We want to do the same as the other side. We want to bring that leg back. And as I said before, so what we want to do, I'll show you this way. So we want to bring it to the side, so we backwards. Okay, so we want to go back and back and back and back and back. If that's difficult, you can always just step back, okay, and forwards and step back and forwards. So let's just loosen that leg just after we've done that exercise, and let's just give it a little swing again. Nice little swing. Lovely. I think we've worked our legs quite hard, which is brilliant. Okay, so now we want to just do a little bit of balance. So we're going to bring one foot in front of the other foot. Just check you've got a nice firm support, and we're just going to balance there. So just do a little bit of balance. Okay. And if we can, use our support a little bit less. See if you can just lessen that support by pushing your fingers out or just using one hand, whichever is best for you. And then do a little foot pump, just moving your legs, and bring the other foot in front of your foot that you haven't. It gets a bit muddly, but hopefully you get what I'm saying. And again, just see how your balance is there. This is a good one to practice if you can. Right, and if you're feeling a bit strong, we're just going to balance on one leg now, okay? So we're going to choose which one we're going to balance on. We're going to lift our leg that we're going to lift in the air, and we're going to place our weight all on the other side. So bring that leg up, and we're just going to stand on one foot with our leg up and just see if we can balance there just for a minute or so. If that's really tricky, you can always put your foot down just to give yourself a little bit of extra steadiness. If you can bring your foot up, that's fine, but either way, you're still having to balance more on one leg, so whichever's easier for you. And then bringing it down, little foot pump, and we're going to do the other side. So bringing that leg up, transferring the weight, and standing nice and tall. And again, if that's difficult, bring your foot down. You're still having to balance more on this side. If you can, bring your leg up. And again, it's something you can play with as how much support you need. So you could use both hands, that's fine, but you might decide you want to use one hand and really feel that leg working. And then bringing it down. And a little foot pump. Okay, so we're going to bring ourselves to sit down again. Okay, so let's, don't know if we need the cushion today, but we will use the tins, I think. So we're going to bring ourselves to sitting down. So just check you're feeling for the back of the chair and you're sitting down, pushing that bottom out and sitting yourself down. And you can either use the toilet rolls, which are a bit lighter, or the tins. And we're just going to do a little bit of arm movement. So we're tucking the elbows in and we're going to bring one up to the shoulder and then one down to the knee. So one up to the shoulder, one down to the knee. And off we go. Just working those arms. And you can decide on weights. If just using a weight is too difficult, you can just clench your fist and just do it with your fist. So you don't need to use anything if you find that clasping something is a little bit tricky. So bringing up and down. And now if you're feeling strong, we're going to bring them both up and down and up and down and up and down. Now we're going to bring our arms all the way over our head. So up and bring it down and up and down and up and down and up and down. And two more and up and down. Lovely. Okay, so I think we've worked really hard with our arms and our legs, so that's really brilliant. So we'll do a little bit of a cool down stretching. Okay, so starting again. I'm getting very hairy. The dog's leaving all hairs all over my trousers, aren't you, Muppet? Yes. So we're going to now just bring our head over to the side and back to the front and to the other side and back to the front and to the other side and back to the front and to the other side and back to the front. And then we're going to just bring our shoulders to our ears. Really check there's no tension there and just really allow them to drop down and up to our ears and down. And one more, up to our ears and down. Just maybe do the alternate just to check that we're nice and loose there. Lovely. And just rotate now. Rotate back and rotate front. Okay, let's move our fingers now. So let's bring our hands to the side and just twiddle those fingers and then bring them to the front and over our head. Little wave and back to the front and down and the front and up to the top and a little wave and back to the front and down. And one more. Last one, to the front. Keep twiddling those fingers up to the top, little wave and back to the front and down, and just give a nice little shake out. Okay, so since we're working our fingers, let's bring them up, really stretch them out and then bring them in and stretch them out and bring them in and stretch them out and bring them in and stretch them out and in. And let's just clasp our hand and bring it out and clasp and bring it out and clasp and bring it out and clasp and bring it out. Tuck your elbows into your hands and we're just going to move our wrists one way and then move our wrists the other way. So we're just moving our wrists Okay, so we're just going to do our fingers. So we're just going to do thumb to index, thumb to middle, thumb to ring, thumb to little. Thumb to ring, thumb to middle, thumb to index. So really give them a good old press. So you're really feeling that as you're pressing. And if it's difficult doing both, just do one hand at a time, each way, and then see if you can do both. Nice big press on each finger with your thumb. It's great for your grip and strength. And then give your hands a good old shake out. Cat's doing a bit of yoga in front of us. Okay, so now we're going to stretch up. So put our hands behind our bottom, nice big stretch up, really stretch out, elongate, open that chest out, and down, and one more, and down, and again, and down. Okay, so you can feel for the back of the chair and just bring yourself nice and forward and give yourself a nice big stretch, so you can really stretch out your arms, stretch your back, and release. And again, see if you can stretch out, and release. And one more. Stretching out, and release. Bring your hands across, and we're going to do that little twist, round, and to the front. And a twist round, and to the front, and another twist round, and to the front, and a twist round, and to the front. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a jig again. So let's do our kicking out, moving those legs, and then we're going to add a clap. So we're going to click, kick, and clap, and kick, 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 and clap, and kick, 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 and clap. So 4 kicks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and clap, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and clap, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and clap. Did you like that, Muppet? Shall we do 2 and out and clap? 2, clap. Okay, shall we do the arms as well? So shoulder, shoulder, out, out, clap. Shall we do that, Muppet? Shoulder, shoulder, out, out, clap. 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 Shall we see if we can do some legs at the same time? That's going to be exciting, isn't it? I think so. Okay, shoulder, shoulder, out, out, clap. Bring your legs in. Shoulder, shoulder, out, out, clap. 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 That's using everything, isn't it? Okay, Muppet likes that. She thinks we're doing well. Okay, let's do it a little bit quicker. Just the shoulder, shoulder. Shoulder, shoulder, out, out, clap. 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 Oh, hopefully you've gotten a bit of a muddle and it's made you laugh anyway. Has it made you laugh, Muppet? Made you laugh? Yes. Okay, so I think we're coming to the end, so let's just relax into our chair. Oh, you probably want a little treat now, don't you? So let's give you a little treat. I'm sure you're getting more treats as we do these sessions. So let's sit, paw. Oh, well done. That was a nice paw. I'm gonna have to teach you how to wave towards the end of the session like this. Ooh, bye. Okay, so we're gonna just sit down on our chairs and we're gonna relax on our chair now. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of a relax like we did last week. So just check that your feet are hip width apart, that your legs are nicely supported by the chair, that your shoulders are down and you're not holding any tension in your shoulders and your neck, okay? And if you feel you want to, you can just close your eyes, okay? So just take a few deep breaths now. So a big deep breath in. and out. And if you take the big deep breath in through your nose, and then breathe it out through your mouth. And another big deep breath in through your nose, and out through your mouth. And we're just going to think of our body as we go down. So just thinking of the top of your head and just thinking about your face and just allowing the tension to ease there. Check you haven't got a frown on your face. And then down through your neck and down through your shoulders. Just check your shoulders are down and nicely relaxed and heavy. And just going through each arm, your right arm, your left arm, and then your hands are heavy on your lap, nicely relaxed. And down through your chest, through your stomach, and just thinking about the top of your legs, the bottom of your legs, your thighs, being supported by the chair, and down through your calves, and then your feet, being supported by the floor. And if you just imagine a wave going through your body, just from the top of your head all the way down, and your body's feeling nice and heavy and feeling supported either by the chair or your feet by the floor. And we're just going to take another couple of deep breaths. Big breath in and out. And a big breath in and out. When you feel ready, just open your eyes. Just give your fingers a little bit of movement, little shake. Move those feet up and down. Wriggle that body a little bit. And just feel like you've done your exercise and you're ready for the day. So Muppet, I think this is the end of the session, isn't it? So we need to say goodbye, don't we? So let's just get you on my lap. You can do your little wave because I haven't taught you how to do that apart from... So bye everybody. Have a good week. Hope you have a really good one. And I'm just going to give you a kiss now. So have a good week everyone. Take care of yourselves. Keep safe. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. All right. Bye-bye.